Hey, me and Matt here. So, I don't normally do a review other than, oh my god, other than WWE. Sometimes, maybe other promotions, like I know I did, uh, Wrestle Kingdom 2016, and I pretty much that's it. I only do WWE and NXT. However, watching Ring of Honor, I taped it. I didn't watch it on the weekend, but I watched it yesterday, and noticing that this year's Supercard of Honor is fucking fantastic. I think because many years ago, I never thought I would see TN. It seems like a TNA Ring of Honor thing that's going on right now. Obviously, watching Impact and seeing the Hardys are not on this show anymore. Well, as of right now, and they're going to face the Young Bucks. Watching the show, I see the Young Bucks and Matt Hardy go 1-1, but it was more or less a super kick party. There it is. So they already are signed. And then you got the Bullet Club. Now, a little bit of, talking of the episode, which was very cool in my opinion. So the Hardys came in, they faced the Young Bucks. I don't know if, I can't remember if this was a non-title match. But then you had mention of the last pay-per-view, which was Excellence. It might have been. But it was Christopher Daniels who finally achieved his dream in becoming Ring of Honor World Champion. And he got the thing where Frankie Kazarian, it looked like he turned on Christopher Daniels, which was pretty fucking interesting. I always think that heel turns, or face turns, for that matter, are quite interesting. But then in the pay-per-view, Frankie Kazarian switched back to face, and now Christopher Daniels is the new Ring of Honor champion. And it's cool because if you, again, talking about TNA, these two, like Christopher Daniels is, a veteran in the ring for damn near 25 years. And fucking Chris Kazarian and Daniels have been a team for a long time. In TNA, Frankie Kazarian has never been to Ring of Honor. Christopher Daniels comes back with Kazarian. And now you have these guys who are still friends. They did do a turn, if you will, but then the return, if you will. I don't know why I keep saying that. But it was just cool to see that now you have the Ring of Honor champion. You had the segment with him and Dalton Castle, who came out afterwards. They did the whole thing with the whole apple teenies, which are obviously the drink of choice for Christopher Daniels. It was an interesting sight, but then you get the Bullet Club. So again, you get a three-way match: Adam Cole, the Young Bucks, versus Christopher Daniels, Kazarian, or the Addiction, and Dalton Castle. And that was the main event for this week's episode for Ring of Honor. But then I saw the card for Supercard and wow, really? I mean, I'll just do a skim. I'll run through and stuff like that. So it will take place on April 1st, April Fool's Day, but it'll be in Florida. Lakeland Center in Jenkins Arena in Lakeland, Florida, which is interesting because obviously Orlando will be the home of this year's WrestleMania for WWE. Anyway, so we get the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship ladder match, which we have the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, the Hardys, who will take on the Young Bucks for the belts again. I had no idea, unless I missed the episode, where the Hardys came in and beat the Young Bucks for the Tag Team Championship tag titles. Both teams, obviously, I expected a little bit more from the entrance of the Hardys. Rebby wasn't there. Obviously, Maxwell wasn't there, but anyways, this would be an interesting match. Obviously, the Hardys are the kings of the ladder match, so it'll be fun to see. Even if I don't watch it, which I probably won't, but it'll be interesting to see that. I also enjoy the Bullet Club, and I think everyone else does, despite the fact that they're heels. And then we get the Ring of Honor World Title match. Christopher Daniels will take on Dalton Castle. It does Dalton Castle. I'm not sure about if he's doing a real life persona. I don't know. His gimmick is interesting enough, but it'll be interesting to see if he actually gets the Ring of Honor Championship. I would think it's too early to take the belt off of Kazarian, but they took the belt off of John Cena early this year, so what the fuck? Let's see if this happens. I like Kazarian. And Daniels, but this match will be interesting. Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship match. We got the television champion, the villain Marty Scurll versus Adam Cole of the Bullet Club. And it's really interesting because going back to WWE and them doing their United Kingdom Championship thing, you get to see this guy who's a British guy. I don't know if he was even in that tournament, but see him go and become Ring of Honor television champion. Then we're going to see if, Adam Cole can retain. Of course, he just lost the World Ring of Honor Championship, so, for him to go back to doing the mid-card thing, I don't know. Seems interesting, but, well, I don't even know how that's going to work out. But since I don't know Marty that well, or the villain that well, then I'm going to say I could see the Bullet Club interfering. Then we got a Texas Bull Rope match. We got Cody Rhodes, or in this case, just Cody versus Jay Lethal. Now, you talk about TNA, you talk about a guy who was in TNA in a weird gimmick as Black Machismo. You get him, and then you get Cody Rhodes, who debuted in Ring of Honor last year, as well as TNA and New Japan. You get a guy that is a heel. He's a good heel, I bet. But also, being from Texas, it's interesting that we get to see this match. Obviously, I don't know if it'll be a nod to, his dad. The American Dream, Death to Both, baby. It's going to be an interesting one to just see it. And knowing that these two feud back and forth, it'll be cool to see the outcome of this match. Then we get the Briscoes with Bully Ray, who I had no idea, Ring of Honor. And it'll be cool to see that because these guys would probably work well together. Of course, Bully Ray wasn't, WWE for a year with Devon back as the Dudley Boys. I guess he's back to being Bully Ray. So we'll see how that goes. And they're gonna face Hangman Adam Page and the Gorillas of Destiny, who is Bullet Club guys from New Japan, Tama Tonga and Tonga Aurora. Yeah, so this is gonna be a cool match. All three of them actually are really cool in the ring. Obviously, Bully Ray because he's the veteran in this one. Briscoes is also a very cool tag team. And of course, you get the Samoans, with Adam Page. The Samoans, these guys are really cool in the ring as well. Being the son of Haku, I can't imagine that they, I would imagine that it would be very awesome. Then we get Will Ospreay and Volador Jr. versus Dragon Lee and Jay White. One of these guys from, Mexico, and facing, it should be a cool luchador fight match, whatever you want to call it. I can't imagine that. I think that Ring of Honor has always been, in my opinion, yeah, it's like that. It's like ECW and camera style angles, but also it had that old school feeling. I can't explain it very well, but to see this luchador fight will be pretty cool. And Jay White, of course. And then we get, of course, Addiction, the Heavy Metal Rebellion. Frankie Kazarian this isn't Addiction, it's just Frankie Kazarian versus Punishment Martinez. Punishment Martinez, of course, being the guy who just turned his back on BJ Whitmer and what I'm assuming still is Steve Corino in the tag team division there with Kevin Sullivan. Very interesting. Kevin Sullivan's always been that, playing the cult satanic leader, if you will. I'm not really sure if it's satanic, but it's a very cool, weird angle. And it's Punishment Martinez turned his back, as far as I know, and now he's going up against Kazarian. That should be a good match. Then we have the Kingdom, Matt Taven and Vinny Marcella versus Beer City Bruiser and Pro Wrestling's last real man, Silas Young. Of course, Silas Young, Beer City Bruiser, two guys that claim to be the last real men of wrestling, of course. Or is it just Silas Young? I don't know. They're very rugged, very, thinks that he's the real man's man. Conservative way of thinking, I don't know. But anyways. And then, of course, you got the Kingdom. And, it's very cool to see that it's still going on. I remember when it was just Matt Taven, Adam Cole, Mike Bennett, and Maria Kanellis Bennett. Now it's just Matt Taven and these guys carrying on the legacy, kind of like, D-Generation X. When Shawn Michaels left, it was Triple H that took the ball and rolled with it. Then we have Colt Cabana on color commentary. Oh, okay, so these are just... Okay. These are just extra matches, I guess. We have an appearance from Motor City Machine Guns. Women of Honor, we have CMLL Luchadors Showcase, Amapola and Marcella. We have Kelly Klein versus Diona Perazio, and we have Mandy Leon and Jenny Rose versus Sumi Saka, and Faye Jackson. Okay, so that is probably one of the best that's Supercard basically. That's Supercard. So that'll be fun. I can't. Like I said, I don't watch the Ring of Honor pay per views usually, as I don't watch TNA pay per views. I should start doing that. Like I said, I just watched Wrestle Kingdom 2016. Obviously, a few months ago, but it was still a good match. It's still a good pay per view, and I did do a review on that. So there it is. This is Supercard. It's pretty cool, and I might do more of these. I don't know, but stay tuned for the WrestleMania and Orlando NXT reviews with Wheels of Fury. Talk to you later. Bye.